Hello and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today's beer will come from a brewery that I tend to review quite often simply because they put out a lot of beers and because they're available locally. They often show up in a chain of stores called Liquor Mountain, which is quite popular in the central part of Japan, which is where I live. And the brewery is Nagahama Roman Beer, and they are located in the town of Nagahama, which is a small town, or a small city, I guess you could say, on the northern part of Lake Biwa. It's a castle town, and it has a castle which was built by Toyotomi Hideyoshi. My cat wants to come in. And so it has some history, and it's a pleasant town. The downtown area has a lot of well-maintained kind of old streets, so full of streets that are maintained in the old style, and they have lots of old shops and some tourist trappy kind of places, but overall it's a very pleasant place to spend a day or just even an afternoon. And so the Nagahama has their brewery there, and it's right on the water of a canal that leads off of the lake. And they have a restaurant, and I've been there just once, and I had what they occasionally have good deal days, and that day they had, I think, half-price pitchers or something, and several of us went up from Kyoto and took the train up there. It's about an hour from Kyoto, and had lots of pitchers. They used to have trouble with the yeast in their beer. I mean, not trouble with the yeast, but they were not able to filter properly, and every beer had a strong yeasty taste, which made every beer. The beer we're going to look at from Nagahama today is a rather unusual one. It is this one. It's a new one from them, and it is called Nagahama Tengu Beef Jerky Sen'yo IPA, and so a beef jerky beer. No, actually, and they do put this on their website. They put a special notice at the bottom of the information, and it says, note, this beer does not contain beef jerky. So what it is actually a collaboration with the Tengu Corporation, which is a kind of processed meats company, most famous for their jerky. And the Senyu means it's kind of an exclusive thing. So a collaboration between Tengu brand and Nagahama Roman beer, as you see down below. And so what it's about is with the Tengu Corporation, they decided that they wanted that beef jerky was a snack that matches alcohol, especially beer, goes well with that with beer, and they got together and had a meeting and gave the people from Tengu several different types of beer, and everybody agreed that an IPA style would be the best one for this. And the hops are the following. Amarillo is used, they claim, for aroma, and Chinook for bittering. So those are both good IPA hops, very definitely. And so the beef jerky, of course, is a very highly seasoned sort of meat. In Japan, it's made with soy sauce, and apparently they feel that the IPA will match that kind of umami sort of soy sauce richness of beef jerky. 7% alcohol by volume, and the price was 660 yen at the store where I bought it, and that would be $4.28 in US dollar terms, and in euros, €4.19. I don't have any numbers for rate beer or Untapped. I didn't have a chance to check them. Probably pretty low at this point. But let's give this one a go. Tengu. I actually worked in a place that made beef jerky when I was in high school, and it was attached to a kind of butcher shop and in the basement, and we would go there at I think 5 a.m. and hang strips of beef jerky and carry long metal poles with the strips of beef jerky to ovens and then take them out and cut them up and that sort of thing. So I would go to school with beef jerky in my pocket, smelling like beef jerky too. Okay, so it is a lightly hazy, sort of kind of dull amber color with very, very minimal carbonation and a very thin, filmy kind of head, not even a finger, off-white, and aroma. Okay, right away. Yeah, I do get the Amarillo. It's got a very pleasant kind of light fruity note with the malt is kind of mealy and bready, grainy kind of thing. Very pleasant nose. Flavor, overripe fruit. Bitterness hits pretty strong right before mid-palate and continues. And it takes a nice rise of fruitiness up to mid-palate, and then in the finish kind of fades out slowly. This is not bad. A little bit of harshness, I think, in the back end, though. I like the aroma. It tastes pretty much like a straightforward West Coast kind of IPA. I don't know the IBUs on this, but it is pretty well hopped overall, I think. Yeah, they didn't have that information on the website. So, light alcohol warmth. I should have got some beef jerky to have with this, huh? Yeah, well, I haven't had beef jerky for a long time. The place where I worked actually it's quite famous in the area around where I grew up, and every time I went back there, I would try to buy some and bring it back to Japan with me, even though it shouldn't be. But in any case, not bad. Again, it tastes like a kind of throwback to 20, 30 years ago. The kinds of beers you might get from a fledgling West Coast brewery, making their first or second IPA. It's not bad. It's not terribly complex, but I think it does what it should do. Would it match beef jerky? Probably. I think anything matches beef jerky. Yeah. So, okay, well, that is it for today. You can go find this in the Liquor Mountain chain of stores or online on their website. I will put a link to Nagahama. So go give it a try and tell me what you think. And you can go find out a little bit more about Tengu, who this unusual character is, online as well. Take care. Bye-bye.